Hello Leo, welcome to your mid-June reading. Thank you for joining me. This is for Sun, Moon and Rising signs. My name is Michelle. Let's get started with your oracle cards. From the Queen of the Moon Oracle. As the energy around you, we have the Thunder Moon, which speaks of change. It's about accepting change, of course, but it's also about directing change as well. As you know, the energy around this is that change is constant and it's unavoidable. We can resist all we want, but nothing truly stays the same. So I actually feel that it's better to prepare and even direct change by setting intentions and building your personal power, rather than letting change occur around you and having to react to something that is unexpected. Now, from Le Vampire, we have the card of Witness, and this is about to know, having personal evidence and speaking out. So it is about the truth. It's about knowing the truth, having evidence that what you have seen or experienced is the truth, and also speaking your truth as well. Now, the overall energy of this reading is one of the new moon from the Earth Magic Oracle. And it speaks of the promise of a new start, a new beginning, a new day. You know, when you think of the new moon, of course, it's an auspicious time to launch a new project, a new relationship, or perhaps even renew something that may have been put aside for later. With intention and willingness to allow a full cycle to complete itself, there is manifestation promise with this one. The seed of an idea ready to emerge into full awareness. But the next step is to put into action what is required to fully realize this new promise. And it seems to be about instituting change here after having borne personal witness to something that you know is now the truth. So let's see. Leo, let's take a look at your overall energy. I've already meditated on the energy, and we have the Death card at the bottom of the deck, which is of course about that new start, that new beginning after there's an ending. So let's see, I already feel like we have the energy around this. So let's see, cut these cards and we'll focus in on the person that you are dealing with here in mid-June. Leo, the energy around this person, what they bring to the table when it comes to you, their flaw, how they feel about you, how you feel about them, the strengths between you, the weaknesses, the potential for a healthy relationship crossed by any roadblock to that, and the outcomes. So let's take a look. Leo, I'm going to put the new moon here and change as the message. As their energy, we have the Eight of Pentacles. So a lot of dedication here to, I feel it's about instituting change. The messages that I'm getting around this. And I do feel that at the present time they're very focused on achieving, especially when it comes to the work situation. I picked that up. Let's see what they bring to the table when it comes to you. The Two of Pentacles. So I do feel that they're around this, it is an essence of practicality and bringing practicality to this situation. I also feel that it's about a choice. So you're weighing up your options, but it does seem that around this individual, they seem to be quite focused on achieving a goal. Now, the weakness here is the High Priestess in reverse as the flaw. So I do feel that this is about ignoring their gut feeling. ignoring that inner compass, that guide. So a little bit of head in the sand energy here is what I'm getting around this. Let's see how they're viewing you. The Ace of Swords in reverse. So making decisions that are destructive. So they have seen you make changes in your life, but they feel that they have been the wrong moves, mistakes, brought about by, I'm getting that as a very clouded judgment. But this, I feel it's something that's happened in the past around this card. Now, how you're viewing them, we have the Seven of Cups in the reverse. So you're starting to see things from a more realistic point of view here. It may have been that your vision was clouded in the past by fantasy, illusion, something that you thought was one way but turned out to be another. You've made a decision, but I get that the other person feels that you made a poor choice and it was destructive in nature. Let's have a look and see what the strengths are between you. We have the Nine of Pentacles. So I get around this, your ability to show your strengths as an independent person is important to this individual. I pick that up as being very dedicated to achieving results in your life and showing that due diligence, doing the work there that's going to get you to this place of feeling good that you've achieved something, but achieved it on your own. Let's take a look and see what the weakness is. We have the Wheel of Fortune. So it's a question of timing here. Something is I feel that it's a cycle, and I feel it's in relation to this moon energy that I'm picking up, this thunder moon energy and the new moon, lunar energy cycling through. This is what I'm seeing here, Leo. And I get this sense around this reading of something coming back around again, but at a time when you're doing quite well for yourself, Leo. I see you out there on your own, doing your own thing, being happy to be single, happy to be fulfilling your money wishes. You seem to be doing quite well in the workplace, or if you have a business here, your business is doing well. Let's take a look at the potential. We have the Two of Swords. The roadblock is judgment. So making a decision here about reconciliation. Again, I kind of get this head in the sand kind of energy, but I don't think it's you. I think it's the other person. It seems like they're really focused on their work. They've got their head down. They're ignoring their gut feeling about how they're feeling about you, I feel, Leo. And I get that this person needs to kind of take the blindfold off here and see what could be available to them. I feel it's a past energy, an X. I get this as a call for reconciliation, coming back together, rebirth. And I did get that Death card right at the beginning there, at the bottom of the deck. And the energy that I was feeling around this reading, even before I got into it, was one of that rebirth. After going through change. But I feel it's change that you direct, Leo. It's something that you've instituted, this change. And it's bringing around this new moon energy, this promise of a new beginning. And it seems to be leading you down the right path here, because I see happiness and strength and being very fulfilled as a result of this change that you've made. Now, the outcome here, we have the Nine of Cups. It's in the reverse. So not having your wishes fulfilled at the present time. Again, I get it's a question of timing. something that has to complete a cycle here and have the opportunity to come back around. I do feel that it's somebody that you already know. I get it as an ex. When that person comes around, it's going to force you to make a decision, a choice, perhaps between staying single and entering into a relationship with this person. The problems that I see around this is that the other individual seems to be ignoring that gut feeling that's telling them that this call, if you will, to reconcile. And they're looking at you in terms of you having made a destructive choice, a bad decision. And with this card of witness, I get that there needs to be a truth revealed here, a truth about reconciliation. And once that truth is revealed, though, I feel that there will be action taken, but not until that time. So at the present time here in mid-June, I get that if you're wishing for this person to come back around here, it doesn't seem to be the right time. And there is an essence around this of not having your wishes fulfilled right now. But we'll go into this in depth in part 2. I hope that you join me there. Let's take a quick look since we've got some time here. It was quite a clear-cut reading there. I want to put some clarifiers down here, and we'll see what we'll be talking about in part 2, so that will give you an idea about what we're going to be speaking about in the extended version. It'll be about another 30-minute reading, so I hope that you join me. The link is below in the descriptions box, and that will be available on my Vimeo channel. So if this is resonating, please join me there. But in the meantime, let's take a look and see what we'll be talking about. In part 2, we'll clarify using the Witch's Tarot here, Leo, the energy of the person that you're dealing with, what they bring to the table when it comes to you, their flaw, how they feel about you or how they're viewing you, how you are viewing them, the strengths between you, the weaknesses, the potential for a healthy relationship crossed by any roadblock to that, and the outcome. So let's take a look. We have the Emperor and the Eight of Pentacles as their current energy. Again, I feel that this person is working really diligently at their work at the present time. They seem to be somebody who has it pretty well together. I get this person has a position of authority, so they have to work a lot, and that's what they're doing at the present time. But I get that the work is a little bit of a distraction as well when it comes to needing to make some important changes in their life. Now, what they bring to the table when it comes to you, we have the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse, along with the Two of Pentacles. So it is about a choice about giving something up that you've worked hard for, cutting your losses, if you will. We'll take a look at the flaw. We have the High Priestess in reverse and the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. So I get a little bit of stubbornness here, and ignoring that gut feeling about what is the right thing to do here. How they're viewing you, we have the World card. So I do feel around this is an essence of a lot of confusion. I feel it's a lot of confusion about making a choice. Again, I feel like they're distracting themselves here by working, but at the same time they seem to be viewing you as potential. I see it as potential for having a successful relationship. Now, how you're viewing them, we have the Six of Cups and the Seven of Cups in reverse. So it is an ex, someone from the past, but you do seem to be coming out of a period in your life where you haven't been seeing things clearly. So you're coming out of that chaotic energy and seeing things in a much more real sense. The strengths between you, we have the King of Wands in reverse and the Nine of Pentacles. Leo, I feel that is your energy there, fire sign energy. You could be male or female. So again, I get an essence here of you coming into your own, coming out of a period where you perhaps haven't been acting in the best way for a number of reasons, and finding your independence and strength in that independence, finding also confidence, or re-finding your confidence. I feel like there's been some kind of loss of confidence recently, but you're finding your feet, you're getting back on your feet here, because it's change that you've instituted yourself, and that's important. Now Leo, the weakness here, we have the Sun in reverse. So again, this need to see things very clearly in order to make a decision, and I feel it's this other person who is ignoring that gut feeling. We have the Queen of Cups and the Justice card. So Leo, I get it as a need to do the right thing, you know. The feeling that I get around this is, one, I want to take all these cards together actually, because I feel they tell the story. Knowing, it's really hearing this call of where they should be, the right place to be, knowing the truth, understanding the truth, seeing it clearly, and making a difficult choice. But it's after having no doubt in their minds that what they're doing is the right thing to do with that Justice card. So that's the roadblock here. It's about the decision that needs to be made here. To bring this back together, I feel, there's something that is blocking this individual from doing that. And it has something to do with I get it as, can I say, I feel it's a little bit of stubbornness. I get it as stubbornness and some willful pride. Okay, let's see what the outcome is here. And we have the Five of Cups in reverse with the Nine of Cups in reverse. Okay, you know, I do see a lot of potential in this, and I see very much an energy around this of focus on not what has been lost or hopes dashed, but instead what can be. So it may be that is the confusion here, a stubbornness to let go of something that was supposed to be one way and turned out to be another way, and having to let that go and move on, that cutting your losses kind of energy. Okay, so we'll see where this goes in part 2, Leo. Interesting. There's this thing that you've witnessed, the truth, I feel. You now have personal evidence that what you have experienced, you see the truth about it. You know it's the truth, and I feel the other person needs to be also listen to their gut feeling here, stop being so stubborn, and recognize that if they know something to be true, they need to act on it, to make a choice, make a hard decision, and move on to something here that is more real, more authentic. for both of you, I get. Interesting energy. This promise of reconciliation, this new beginning, but at first it has to come as a result of change instituted. I feel that you're either doing it now or you will do it soon. The other person, though, I get, is still very much clouded in their mind about what they should do about this gut feeling that they have, and they seem to be just kind of throwing themselves into their work here to try to prevent themselves from thinking about this, having to make that hard decision. So we'll see where this goes in part 2. I hope that you join me there. The link will be below in the descriptions box. I'll be pulling out more cards. Be about another 30-minute reading, so if this is resonating, please join me on the Vimeo channel. If I don't see you there, then I wish you all the very best with this. And if you would like a personal reading, you can email me, gypsyinsights@gmail.com, and that email is also in the box below. Bye for now, guys, and I wish you the best.